If you watch any of the Time for Hits beatmaking videos, you know Native Instruments is at the heart of our beatmaking ecosystem. So we were very excited when the Komplete Kontrol Mk2 was announced. We liked the Mark I, but felt like the original Komplete Kontrol wasn't a completely thought out product. We couldn't understand why it didn't work well with the Machine software at launch, and we wanted screens like the Machine Studio, instead of hitting a button to browse, then being forced to look at the computer screen, especially since it launched after the Machine Studio. Enter the Mark II. It solves those problems and more. There's a lot of new features such as DAW integration with Logic, Ableton, and Cubase on the horizon. We haven't tested these out yet, but they look promising. Just like the Mark I, the keys feel great. They aren't weighted, so take that into consideration if you like weighted keys. The screens are high quality, but the color is a bit different from the Machine Studios. We're guessing these are an improvement over those ones. The new matte finish is a much welcome change to the glossy one. It attracted fingerprints, dust, and scratches. That shouldn't be as big of a deal with this one. This isn't directly tied to the Komplete Kontrol, but it has to be stated. The sound preview integration in the Machine software is something that makes us wonder how we ever lived without it. No more selecting a sound, pressing a note, selecting a sound, and pressing a note. Browse through the menu, and whatever you highlight plays a short sequence. We've been discovering new sounds in every virtual instrument we've had for years with it. The new buttons are a welcome change. Dedicated scene, pattern, and track buttons, along with mute and solo LED lit buttons, are also big wins. You can literally navigate all of Machine software without ever using a mouse, keyboard, or looking at a computer screen. Using it with Machine software honestly makes you feel like you don't need the Machine hardware that much at all. They could have thrown some pads on it and you'd have all you need in one workstation. We never mix a beat in Machine itself, but with the Komplete Kontrol's tight integration, we just might start. Controlling plugins and mixer levels is a breeze. Native Instruments is really pushing the boundaries of what a keyboard controller is or isn't, and is living up to the name, Komplete Kontrol. This is true innovation. Our vote for their next product, a dedicated control surface, because they just get it. Another welcome improvement is that it doesn't need an external power supply to run, and if you use an external power supply, it gets brighter. Keep in mind, ours did not come with a power supply, but the Mark I power supply worked just fine. As far as possible improvements, getting to the different chord and ARP modes and changing the settings is a bit involved, and with so much space available on the keyboard, it would have been nice to have dedicated buttons so that you don't require using the Shift key and turning the pots under the screen. Pro Tools integration would be nice. We get that Pro Tools is more for audio than for MIDI, but why not be able to use it as a control surface while recording and editing audio? Hopefully, they're able to work with Avid on this. We also wish there was a 25 key version, because having this in a more portable version would be great. Hopefully, that'll be coming out soon. This is more of a wish list, but the screen tilting up at you would be a nice addition because you don't get a huge viewing angle with it sitting flat. Or a dock for an iPad for an even deeper level of control would be an interesting addition. Overall, the Komplete Kontrol Mark II is a slam dunk and worth the upgrade, even if you have the first one. If you're spending hundreds of dollars on a controller and use Native Instrument products, it's a no-brainer to go for this. It feels like it's quality built. So what are your thoughts? Share them in the comments below, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Want more review videos? Let us know. And be sure to check out our Minute Maid Beat series.